Hello everyone, welcome to this online lecture. In this online lecture, I will be focusing on the most famous author of the Victorian age named Charles Dickens, who belonged to the age of Tennyson. So before I gear up with the novelist Charles Dickens, let me list out some of the general features of this age. In the age of Tennyson, different writers they employed novel in order to convey their general criticism of life. So different writers, what they did, they switched on to the novel mode. Okay, so they tried to use novel as a medium in order to express their criticism of the life that they led during the Victorian age. A novel was also considered as a vehicle of ideas that were hidden in their brains. And the novel was also considered as a means of amusement for the readers because as they were used to reading poetry, dramas, and now this new form of written format that it impressed the readers. Okay, and in this particular age, due to the spread of science, the Victorian age became realistic as well as analytical. And there was also a spread of democracy in the Victorian age, which made the Victorian age more social and humanitarian. The spirit of religious and moral unrest was often criticized in the works written by the Victorian novelists during this age. Again, in its variety of matter and the treatment, the Victorian novel it had many-sided interest and it had so many conflict elements in them. And some of the novelists they focused on in order to give a comprehensive picture of the present day society that they lived in. So that is how it paved way for the novels of life, criminal life, industrial life, political life, artistic life, clerical life, and so on. And this particular novel form, it did not limit itself to the English life only. It was extended to the Irish life, Scottish life, and so on. So the writers they did not just write about English people alone. They also concentrated on the lives of Irish people, Scottish people, Welsh people. Okay, so the chief novelists of this time, that is the age of Tennyson, were Charles Dickens, Thackeray, and George Eliot. Of course, there were a lot of novelists who bloomed during this age, but I thought to list these three important writers. And in this presentation, I will be concentrating on Charles Dickens, who is the first person among the three. Okay, Charles Dickens, he is the most famous and important among the Victorian novelists, and he occupies a unique place among all the writers of the Victorian era. He was born on 7th February 1812 in a place called Portsea, which is near Portsmouth. His father's name is John Dickens, and he was a spendthrift, which means that he got a lot of debts from people, but he could not pay off them, and so he was imprisoned for that. And now, as his father is in jail, Charles Dickens had the responsibility in order to support his mother and his siblings. So, in order to support his family, he worked at a warehouse by labeling and blackening the bottle. So, this is where he gained a lot of experience that that made him write his novels. Okay, so after his father was released from the prison, he learned to use shorthand, and then he became a reporter as well. And after that only, Charles Dickens started to write his novels, but not in a go. He started to serialize his novels. Okay, he published his novels in the form of serials. Okay, and this format, this serializing format, actually created the interest of people. It actually amused people. Okay, so in popular magazines, the serialized version of Charles Dickens' novels were published, and he sprung suddenly into fame with the publication of his very first work, The Pickwick Papers. And something to say about Pickwick Papers, it is a humorous and episodic serial. And at the age of 25 itself, he found himself as one of the most popular English novelists. And most of his novels actually they are set in London, Scotland, and America. And his personal life was not happy because his wife was separated from him, and he led a single life after that. And the household activities they were managed by his sister-in-law until his death on June 9, 1870, and he died because of heart attack at the age of 58. Okay, so Charles Dickens, he wrote 15 novels. This is a very important point. He wrote on the whole 15 novels, of which The Pickwick Papers is the very first work of Charles Dickens, and it was published in the year 1836. The Pickwick Papers is also known as the posthumous papers of the Pickwick Club, and this particular work was published by Chapman and Hall in monthly installments from March in the year 1836 to November 1837. So Charles Dickens he worked a very serious subject into comedic Pickwick Papers, and that of the injustice of the justice system. Okay, so he wrote about the injustice that was prevailing in the justice system. And next comes Oliver Twist, which was published in the year 1837. This is the second novel of Charles Dickens, and the first edition it had a longer title, that is Oliver Twist or The Parish Boy's Progress, and which it was initially published in monthly installments, which began in February 1837 and ended in April 1839. Charles Dickens he named the character Fagin after Bob Fagin, a fellow employee that Charles Dickens he met when he worked at the blacking factory. I told you he worked in a warehouse, so there is that is where he met Bob Fagin, and after meeting Bob Fagin, he created this character Fagin, who was brought up into this novel Oliver Twist. The next comes Nicholas Nickleby in the year 1838. So you should note this. In the year 1836, Charles Dickens published his first novel, and simultaneously, and he has been writing a lot of novels. Okay, so in the consecutive years, he published all his novels. 1838, he wrote Nicholas Nickleby. It was published, and the first installment of Nicholas Nickleby was published on March 31, 1838, and the last installment on October 1, 1839. And here is where Dickens brings his mother Elizabeth Dickens, and she was the model for the always confused Mrs. Nickleby, the mother of Nicholas. And luckily for Dickens, she did not recognize herself in the character. Even Elizabeth Dickens, who is Charles Dickens' mother, she did not find herself as Mrs. Nickleby. And in fact, she asked someone if they were really believed if there was any such kind of a woman. And the next novel is The Old Curiosity Shop, which was published in the year 1840. And it was also published in installments in the periodical called Master Humphrey's Clock. And the first installment was printed in April of 1840, and the last was printed in February of 1841. So here Dickens was traumatized by the death of the book's character Little Nell, and as he was writing the novel, he felt as though he was experiencing the death of one of his own children. And it also brought back the painful memories that were associated with the death of his own sister-in-law, Mary Hogarth. Okay, so this is a kind of a serious novel. And then we have Barnaby Rudge. which was published in the year 1841, which was also published in the same magazine, Master Humphreys Clerk. And this particular novel is set in, set during the Gordon riots of 1780, long back. Okay. And the next comes Martin Chuzzlewit, published in the year 1843, and this was also published by the same publishing house, that is Chapman and Hall, which published the Pickwick Papers. And this novel was written after Dickens traveled to America. I told you his novels are set in London, Scotland and America, and particularly Martin Chuzzlewit is set in America in the year 1842. The trip left Dickens with a very unfavorable impression of United States. So he went to America and he did not, have a good impression of America. So he wrote this novel, and it's very much clear that he did not have a good impression upon America. And then comes Dombey and Son, which was published in the year 1846. And Dickens, he gave a reading of the first installment of Dombey to some of his friends, and so they liked it. And Dickens liked this idea of giving his works for a public reading. And then comes David Copperfield's a very famous novel written and published in the year 1849. This is the eighth novel of Charles Dickens. And this particular novel, it had a very special place in the heart of Charles Dickens. So in the preface of the 1867 edition, Dickens wrote something like this: like many fond parents, I have in my hearts a favorite child. Okay, so he considered David Copperfield as his most favorite child, and that's what he wrote in the preface to the 1867 edition. Next comes Bleak House, which was published in the year 1852. And this novel has the distinction of being perhaps the only work of classic literature featuring a character who dies by spontaneous combustion. Okay. And then comes Hard Times, which was published in the year 1854. And this novel first appeared in Dickens's own periodical, which was a weekly periodical titled Household Words. So Hard Times, it was published in installments. And this novel, it takes an unsympathetic look at utilitarianism. Okay. And then comes Little Dorrit. Little Dorrit, it's also a very interesting novel. And the Marshalsea Debtors Prison, it plays a very big role in this novel. Okay, so some people, they do not know this fact that Dickens's own father was himself prisoned in this Marshalsea Debtors Prison. Okay, so that is how he drew the inspiration for this novel. And the wonderful novel of Charles Dickens is A Tale of Two Cities, published in the year 1859. And you all know that this novel is a masterpiece. Okay, the first chapters they appeared in print in the year 1859, and then they were printed during the rest of the parts, they were printed during the end of the same year. A play, The Frozen Deep, was the inspiration for A Tale of Two Cities. So you should keep this in mind. The play titled The Frozen Deep is the inspiration for the novel A Tale of Two Cities. Okay. Then we have Great Expectations, where Pip is the central character, and this novel was initially published in the periodical titled All the Year Round, which was also Charles Dickens' own periodical. And here Pip, the character Pip, okay, he is often regarded as Charles Dickens himself, because Dickens also dreamt of being a gentleman, and likewise Pip also dreams of becoming a gentleman. And somehow towards the end of the novel, he realizes that something is more than wealth. Okay, some things are existing which have more value than just money and wealth. So Pip realizes this. Maybe Dickens also realized this fact. And the next one is Our Mutual Friend, which was the last novel which was published before the death of Dickens. And this novel, it actually had its focus on dust business. And next is The Mystery of Edwin Drood, published in the year 1870. And this is the 15th novel of Charles Dickens. And actually Dickens was not able to completely finish this novel. before completing this itself, he passed away. So I hope I'm clear with my explanation of all the important novels of Charles Dickens. Thank you for listening till the end.